Do you ever wonder why you've got tiny little pipsqueak quads? Because you're not taking enough gear. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to absolutely blow up your quads with one tool that you can add to almost any exercise. Without further ado, let's get it. So what is it, you may ask? It's this absolutely insane looking wedge. This is actually a prototype of mine that I'm building by a brand new company, Torque. I'm so excited. But the reason this wedge is so beneficial, what we are trying to do is achieve the maximum amount of torque for our quads. And that's gonna involve getting as deep as we can of a knee angle. As we get closer to this depth versus 90 degree in terms of our knee joint, you are going to have so much more external force placed on the muscle with actually less risk of injury. You'd think that people watch my videos like, oh my God, rest in peace knees. My knees have never felt better in my life. And the reason a wedge is so effective, I'm gonna show you guys on the floor. If you come here with a super steep angle, when I come down and I go knee over toe, you see how I don't have any heel lift here and I can sit down pretty much on my butt. Then I did a calculation, and by going this knee angle, knee over toe, the amount of force that's placed on your quads with the same amount of weight on the leg press hack squat is 1.4 to 1.6x. And that means that if I'm doing, let's say, 3 plates, it's almost like doing 5 plates with just this angle of knee joint, which is what most people do on a leg press. And you see how comfortable this is for me with a nice upright torso. You can use this for squatting, but I'm gonna show you guys how to use it on a hack squat and a leg press. And you see with no wedge, see how much instability I have here? And that's where you're gonna lose a lot of the power, is that, first of all, you're pushing a lot on your calves and you have so much imbalance. So the wedge, you get planted, you don't have to worry about that heel lift at all, and you get to transfer that power directly into the foot plate. This is the ultimate hack squat setup. So I have my wedge, this is my prototype, so do not judge. My wedge is going to be shit on every other thing you ever have done on a leg press, anything. It will secure to any leg press, any hack squat. This is my prototype, so it's a little bit of a work in progress, but we're getting there. And so what this is gonna do is create that heel lift. The second thing I'm gonna do is add this. I'm gonna shift the torso angle forward and also just create a little bit of that natural arch in the back. So now you hear I'm nice and tall. I have that heel lift. I'm gonna lift off. I have that elevated heel, rock that chest open, slow eccentric load, and you see here, now I'm sitting. Look at that, heel on the butt, no heel lift whatsoever. I have so much more torque. I'm gonna press up into these handles and then drive out. So you can see when with the heel lift, now I can go foot placement much lower. So normally you'd set up like this on a hack squat, right? Look what happens initially. Butt's gonna lift off and we're gonna press so much more pressure into that lower back. And you see how I reduce that angle at the knee joint. Now watch that instant manipulation right here. Feet are lower, plant, and then look at this, sit right, heels to butt, take all that pressure out of your lower back. And now we can have full foot placement on that wedge and drive out. The other added benefit, now we've got more range of motion. If your hack squat struggles with bottoming out, this is adding an extra 3 inches of range of motion instantly. This is the goated hack squat setup. You try it once, you'll never do it any other way ever again. Okay, now similar thing for the leg press. What we're trying to do here is get our torso angle as close to horizontal as is comfortable, and then we don't bottom out. What helps with this is adding yoga blocks. So I don't want to put these all the way down here. Put these right about would be kind of the upper glute would meet right about here. What we're trying to do is create a new seat essentially. So instead of the pad being down here, now instead of the torso angle being here, we're gonna drop back here. And the more we can lay back, the less pressure we have on our hips and our lower back as we push into these super deep, low foot placement positions. So that's step number one. So in step number two, I'm gonna just sit down on the seat and then I'm gonna roll over, and that's it. I'm already set. See how my glutes are slightly below that pad? It's right set on my upper glute, set on the lower back, and that's gonna put me in this nice arch back position. Second thing, we're gonna take our wedge, we're gonna slap it on there with one foot, and then you're gonna just kick it into a place. Obviously mine will be better than this, so you won't have to worry about any of this manipulation, but right here, and you are set. So now we're locked in here. Now you see I have heel lift. I go about just about shoulder width. The reason I don't go wide here and pull knees out, I don't want a lot of this tension to just start to shift into my adductors and glutes. My ass is humongous, I don't need more. So what I'm gonna do is actually shift feet a little bit narrower and straight on. I actually used to do toes out more, and now I go toes straight on, and you'll see why. So as I unrack safely, shift feet right about there, perfect. Now you can see I'm gonna unrack, I'm gonna pull my butt down here, arch back, and then I'm gonna just try to bring these heels as close to my butt as possible. You can see nice, no lift in my heels whatsoever. Realistically, this knee over toe format, that's where the torque happens. So see where my knee position is, as if you draw a straight line versus my toes, that's what knee over toe comes from. And that's almost a sissy squat format with the benefit of having completely connected feet. The reason that people often argue that sissy squats are not as effective, and they have a point, is the instability of being up on your toes. Look, I have full feet connection. I'm still not bottoming out the machine. I have no pressure in my lower back whatsoever because I'm so horizontal. So I'm almost lying, like almost in line with the floor. And then now I can lock in and drive out. Slow eccentric, nice proud chest, sinking heels to butt. And like what happens is as I go heavier and heavier, people will think like, why are you pausing? I'm actually not pausing. When I get into stretch, I'll let it sink down that extra 1 to 2 inches right here and then drive out. And that little extra knee over toe is gonna get me that extra 10, 20% without even having to increase the weight. So instead of here, now I'm here, and I can really get even more force through the quads. My feet are completely connected to the foot plate and I can drive out. So this, if you can get this set up. Also, it helps, I do have Olympic lifters on. So if you do have the opportunity to get some, these are called L1s, TYRs, lifting shoes. They're like 130 bucks. So definitely worth it. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like without my elite setup. All right, so let this be your cheat code in maximizing that angle at the knee joint, getting as much stimulus as possible, getting huge legs. I'm going to link the wedge that you can get for yourself in the interim before my product comes out. And then you guys, I'm counting on your support. When I release my product line called Torque, it's gonna have a series of handles, wedges, all these things that you guys can use in your workouts, in your own gym, wherever you are across the world to make your workout better. I'm so excited. It's been a dream of mine for so long. And if you guys can support that, it'd mean the world to me. Without further ado, I will catch you guys on the next video.